Okay, so here's a bonus tip, and I'm only going to briefly say it because I wrote a whole blog entry on the internetmarketinguniversity.com blog that deals with creating multiple groups. And the concept is you don't just want to be in one niche, and you don't just want to be within one circle of friends. If your main strategy right now is just to make friends with all my friends, that's great, that's fantastic. But as all my friends make friends with all of each other, then, as I teach people how to create businesses, there's going to be a lot of competition for the attention of people directly in my network, the 2,500 people that are in my network currently. So I want you to get into new networks, and the way to do that is to go into totally different areas that you haven't delved into yet. So I'm not sure what your spiritual beliefs are, but if you have any type of spiritual beliefs, I suggest you go and participate in a few. If you go to a certain kind of church, there's plenty of groups on Facebook, I'm sure, that deal with your faith, and you can go in there and start teaching. If your whole goal is to make money, start teaching success principles based on your faith. So you can teach success principles based on Christian beliefs, on what the Bible teaches, or on Muslim prosperity. I'm not sure what all the rules are for each of these faiths, but I'm sure every faith wants people to prosper if they follow God's plan. Buddhist prosperity. I don't see too much of that out there, but that's actually really cool. The world needs that. So, spending time, and you're not trying to make money from any of this. Just create it. And as you teach these principles in that group, you're getting exposed to people who, they've never read Think and Grow Rich. They've never had the exposure to anything like what I'm currently doing. So you can draw people in to your funnel, and you actually start to train people rather than just finding people who are already interested in what you have to offer. So there's the spiritual side of things, and if you're not spiritual, then I suggest you don't do it. Maybe you could go to some spiritual groups and participate, but don't start one if you're not spiritual, because that's not going to do anyone any good. If you're not spiritual, you can create an entrepreneurial-minded one, or just a success mindset, which is the same type of idea anyway, even though it's just not giving God the credit. It's not giving a higher power the credit, but it is giving yourself the credit, your internal, power. So you can do that. And then also, there's so many real estate agents, lawyers, accountants, other professionals that are on Facebook and learning how to use Facebook for their business. So if you go into, create a group for real estate agents, or for accountants, or for attorneys, or for doctors, target the people who make six figures or more, then there's a lot of money there for you to sell products and services to develop client relationships. And if you start getting into some of these groups, what's going to happen is a few of them will join your other groups, and as they get turned on to it, then they're going to share it with their circle of friends, and you break into a whole new world that you were never exposed to before. So there's actually a lot more details, and I'll spare the duplication of information here. Go to internetmarketinguniversity.com, and I've suggested some other strategies for growing your group, cross-promoting your groups together, and building your brand, so to speak, of your image, your well-rounded personality on Facebook, not just being one-dimensional for one topic, actually creating a profile that fits 2, 3, 4, 5 niches. Everyone can have the money-making group, the money-making oriented group, and you can have several different money-making oriented groups. Everyone can have the spiritual group. Everyone can have a health or fitness or wellness type of group. Those are 3 groups everyone can have, because everyone wants to be healthy, wealthy, and happy. And then if you're into any particular type of hobby, any niche that you conceivably would want to get into one day, start a group. It's free. You can post to it, and you'll start developing a following of people who, when you go to create a product or service in the future, they will be ready to buy from you. And, they'll know you and have a track record with you. And it's also powerful because when you create products, these are some of the people that you can, once you get to know your key people in your group, then you can have them check your product out, give you a testimonial, and then when you go to do your sales letter, you're selling a proven product, and that's more valuable because you can demonstrate that it's already gotten results for people. It's not just a theoretical thing. So that's more valuable for the person who's interested in your service if they can know that it actually works for real people. So go read that article. There's more that I haven't told you here. I just wanted to share that as a bonus tip on this video course because it's a really powerful secret, and I came up with it after I originally recorded this. So I wanted to add this little tidbit for you as a bonus.